welcome into the Hot Takes Summer Special. I am your host, Carson Anderson, joined today by not Elijah Stacks, not my usual host. We have joining me today, Simon Haynes. Simon, welcome.
Thank you.
How's your summer been going?
Hot and sweaty.
Wow, nice. We have some pictures here. I saw you went on vacation. Have some photos from you at the beach. There's you with John Sloan. Wow, great guy in the NASA shirt.
He is.
And then we have Spencer Barrett,
yes.
Recently engaged. Wow.
Yes, recently
Congrats
engaged.
to him, friend
right
of the
before
show.
The trip.
And Roger, he flies planes.
Yeah, he finances the flight of the planes. Yeah.
Wow, okay. A little different than what I was saying. But,
a little different.
We have you guys at dinner there. Who are these nice people feeding you?
Those are the Rapaskis. Wonderful people.
Oh, wow, Roger's parents. Wow.
Yes, Roger's
Great
parents.
people.
Wonderful people.
Did they break out the sweet tea pitcher for John?
No, they did not. John was actually being very well controlled and maintained throughout the trip.
Wow. Well, some of you at home may be asking, where is Elijah, the usual host? Elijah is currently draining the swamp in Washington, D.C. on an internship with the congressman of South Carolina. Yes. I don't remember his name. Tim Scott. Great guy. We have a photo of him with him right there. Yeah. Wow. Mm-hmm. He also met Ted Cruz. Full beard, Christian Hamlet lookalike. This is what Christian looks like there, Simon. Can you see the resemblance between the two? So he also, the other day, got quite the
yes, he did.
Prestigious meeting he met Donald Trump at the White House.
Yes.
Wow.
We here at the KGB Team 1 Wi-Fi code support Donald Trump.
Yes, wow. So hopefully we'll get to talk to Elijah a little later. Might phone call him in. I would love to hear about that conversation with Trump.
I'm sure it was amazing.
Our great president. You know, he also met Mike and Karen Pence.
Wow.
Very good people. Very nice.
Yes, wonderful.
And Melania. Wow. Also came to Liberty.
Is she a model? I think so.
I believe she used to be, yes. Wow.
She did, yes.
So, and here's Elijah with Spider-Man at the Washington Monument. Spotted with him. So he's really making his rounds around D.C., and we are happy that he's keeping America great!
Yes.
Exclamation point. So, do you know much about basketball, Simon?
I've dribbled a few times.
You've dribbled? Wow, left-handed or right-handed?
Yes.
What? So, since you are not as in-depth about the NBA, we have called our Hot Takes NBA analyst, Cole Conklin, in to the show, and we'd like to welcome Cole on the show right now.
Thank you.
Wow. Welcome, Cole.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Cole, how has your summer been going?
It's been great so far.
Wow, you watched the NBA Finals?
I did.
What'd you think of that?
Sucks that KD got injured, Klay Thompson got injured, but now Steph knows how Kyrie and Kevin Love feel.
Okay, so here, I'm with you on that. The best team did not win the NBA Finals this year. Simon, are you aware of
I am.
Kevin Durant? Well. Do you know if he's good at basketball?
Is LeBron James good at basketball?
Well,
is Michael Jordan good at basketball?
Here's the thing. Kevin Durant, best player on the planet right now, currently. Didn't play. Well, played 12 minutes of the series and scored 11 points, hitting 3 straight three-pointers. Tore his Achilles, was not able to play the series. So I would think that would affect the series a little bit. Cole, did the better team win?
No.
But I still think the Raptors are pretty good.
They're the best team in the East, but the Warriors just got unlucky, really, this year.
Because I would even argue that if Klay would not have gotten hurt in that Game 6, they would have won that Game 6. And then who knows what would have happened in Game 7.
Were they up when he got injured?
I think they were up 5.
Up 5.
And he came back and made both the free throws.
How you tear your ACL and jump up and down and then run back to the free
throw line.
And
he told Steve Kerr, he's like, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Just hold off. And then they told him in the back, like, you tore your ACL, you're not going back in.
Warriors need a new training staff. KD, ruptured Achilles. Klay Thompson, torn ACL.
More of the story is stretch.
Yes, stretching is very important, kids. Did you hear that Andre Iguodala went on some podcast recently and said that a few years ago when they said he had a bone bruise, that he had actually fractured his leg? And like with KD, they were saying that he has like a calf strain, and it was like he didn't have a calf strain.
So the Warriors misdiagnosed it.
I don't know if they're misdiagnosing it or they're just telling the people something different than what it actually is. Like, they may know and just not want to release that information.
Well, KD's trainer, personal trainer that's not with the Warriors, also cleared him. The doctor.
Really? Okay. Because I heard Steve Kerr talked about it after, and he said that they thought the very worst thing that could happen was he just re-injures his calf.
Yeah.
They didn't think that it was even a risk of him tearing his Achilles.
Yeah.
Which that's a real bummer for the league next year, too, because now he's not going to be able to play next year.
Yeah. The only thing is if they misdiagnosed the original injury and there was something wrong with the Achilles already.
Because I guess that
Even
has...
if it was a strain or...
Yeah, I guess... Because to me, a strained calf shouldn't, like... I guess it could affect your Achilles, but, like, it seemed like they shouldn't be that connected. They could be, like, sort of connected.
I mean, just think of how your calf
Yeah.
is, where your Achilles is.
But I do give props to KD, because he came back and played when he knew he probably shouldn't have. And if he plays those last 3 games, they win, even down 3-1. If KD and if the Warriors were healthy all series, I think it would have been a 5-game series, maybe 6.
It's very possible. But KD is the best scorer to ever walk the planet.
But I do give props to Kawhi. You know, went to Toronto where he didn't really want to play. Won in his very first year. I think Kawhi is also better than LeBron.
Chips with the dip, baby.
Do you think Kawhi is better than LeBron?
It's a possibility. They're both... When you're that elite, you can't really argue it.
I love how Kawhi, though, is just like... He doesn't care about anything. Like, I saw a tweet that was like... yeah, Simon over here with the Kawhi laugh. I saw a tweet that was like, Kawhi's about to be the savior of an entire country and he could care less. They're offering this man free food in the entire country if he stays to play there. And I don't even know if he really wants to. But how could you not?
He is a strange guy.
Like, he's a weird dude.
Like...
Is he an alien? Question mark.
He might be. So the Raptors won. Props to them. I guess some people are happy to see that the Warriors didn't win this year. Cole, what do you think about the Warriors going into next year? They're not going to have KD the whole season if he resigns, and Clay probably not most of it.
And Clay opted out of his contract, so he's an unrestricted free agent.
We'll get to the free agent stuff. I do not think there is a chance Clay leaves.
No chance.
No chance. To me, that is the easiest call in free agency. He said as long as there's a max contract on the table day one of free agency, he's signing it. It would be the only way he'd leave if the Warriors screw it up. And how do you not give Klay Thompson a max contract?
Oh, I would give Klay Thompson a max contract. I'm sure the Lakers would be interested in giving him as big of a contract as possible.
The Lakers have no money.
They have money.
Yeah.
And Anthony Davis still has the possibility to waive his trade fee, which is 15% for.
Let's go ahead and get into that. So, all season, Anthony Davis has been holding the Lakers at, the Pelicans at gunpoint, and the Lakers finally made a trade for him. They traded Lonzo Ball, Ingram, and Josh Hart, and 3 first-round picks.
Brutal.
That's a lot of the future there, Cole, for Anthony Davis.
If the Lakers do good and make the playoffs, the picks won't really matter in the long run, even though they got Kyle Kuzma in the late first round. But Lonzo Ball, if he stays healthy, and Brandon Ingram, if he gets his blood clots under control, will both be future All-Stars.
So here's the thing. To me, the Pelicans won that trade because the situation the Lakers have put themselves in now is they have 3 very good players. They have LeBron. Mm-hmm. This is their starting lineup. LeBron, Anthony Davis, Kyle Kuzma, the Milkman, and then Cousin Terrio. They don't have anybody else on their roster. They have 3 low-level rookies who they're planning on just getting rid of to have cap space. They can't make a move on any of these big free agents because if they did, they'd have literally no money to sign any other depth to the roster. It would literally be, say they got, who do you want to say, Kyrie, Jimmy Butler, any of them. It would be them 4 and no one else.
Minimum contracts, but yeah.
Okay, that's not good.
No one good.
The Warriors this year showed us you have to have depth because 2 injuries and they're done.
Okay, so what if they sign someone like Chris Middleton and
he's going to get the max from Milwaukee.
JJ Redick from
that's Philly. One they could go. That's what I think they should do. They should go after.
Solid.
I've heard that they're linked. Okay, here's LeBron going again. Kyle Korver and J.R. Smith are linked to the Lakers for really low deals.
I actually saw a meme yesterday that it said J.R. Smith agreed to sign to the Lakers, but they did not agree to sign him.
Really? To me, this is what LeBron does. He goes to a team, he completely destroys all future hope for the roster. Once LeBron retires in a few years, they have no future hope. They've gotten rid of all their young players except for Kuzma.
Anthony Davis is only 26.
Okay, but if you have Anthony Davis and then you have no youth, what are you going to do? They don't have any first-round picks.
Okay, so what if they got Anthony Davis, Kuzma develops into an all-star, and they get a third max contract, like a D'Angelo Russell who can shoot, an all-star talent, and is
So what do you think they're doing? Are they going to get a max player like D'Lo or Jimmy Butler, or are they going to get role players around him?
Do you think D'Lo's a max player right now?
I think he could get it from somewhere. I think the Mavs or the Suns would give him a max contract.
Yeah, I think so too. What was your question?
So what do you think the Lakers are going to do? Do you think they're going to go for a max contract or?
I think it depends just on Anthony Davis if he waives the trade fee, because that's $4 million extra you have to be able to stretch it into.
I don't think he's
contract.
gonna.
I mean, why not? LeBron took a pay cut. Steph Curry took pay cuts. They all took pay cuts to make it work and win.
LeBron cares about himself, and so does AD.
LeBron took a pay cut in Miami to play with them.
So I don't know, because listen, LeBron does this everywhere he goes. He destroys the team and he gets shooters around him. If they had J.R. Smith and Kyle Korver, it's Cleveland 2.0 with AD instead of Kevin Love, which AD is better. And
D'Angelo Russell, if they get
I don't think that they're not going to be able to. There's no way. I don't think that they're going to sign a big player. I think they're going to get the small level players. So
I think they might go after the top free agents like a Kawhi, like a Kyrie, and then if everything fails, then they build up from role players.
So do you think right now the Lakers are the favorite to win the championship next year? Because Vegas has them as the favorite to win the championship.
I think it matters what Kawhi Leonard does. If Jimmy Butler leaves Philly and goes to Houston.
I don't think Jimmy Butler is that big of a pendulum swinger guy. Like, I think if Kawhi went to the Lakers, it'd be game over, but they're not going to. Yeah, it's not possible.
Kawhi definitely has more of an impact than Jimmy Butler.
So, to me, you look at, like, not saying the Jazz are better, but the Jazz made a really good move getting better, getting Mike Conley. Then you got the Thunder, to me, are never going to compete because Russell Westbrook doesn't play a winning style of basketball, but they're still there. Houston's doing something.
Yeah.
They're there.
Depends what they're doing.
Do you think Golden State will be brutal?
I think Steph Curry will probably average 33, 34 a game, and they'll get by in the West and probably be 6 or 7 seed.
What seed do you think the Lakers will be?
I got to see what they're doing in the offseason first. I got to see what right now with how their team is right now, probably 3 at the worst.
So who's won?
Rockets, Jazz, anyone. Except for
Rockets
grabs, really. I think the NBA is going to be a lot more competitive this year than in a
Oh, I agree. Simon, who you got your eye on this offseason? Who's making good moves? Who's in line to win next year?
Team-wise?
Team-wise.
Oh, goodness. Well, obviously it depends on the offseason, but if Kawhi does stay with the Raptors, that's a pretty good option. I think the Jazz definitely have some good potential with them. They can keep all their players. Maybe even the Nuggets.
Whoa, yeah, the Nuggets were good last year, let me tell you.
I mean, if they can keep everybody under control there and keep doing their thing, they got a pretty decent shot. Watch out for your big boy Zion.
Ooh, yes. I'm glad you brought him up. So this is part of why. So I got listed for you here the Pelicans' potential starting roster. You got Lonzo Ball at point guard.
Love it.
Drew Holiday at shooting guard.
Love it.
Zion and Brandon Ingram at the 3 and 4.
Love it.
And then Julius Randle at the 5, if he resigns. I think he's a free agent, but they should be able to bring him back. But to me, and then Josh Hart and Jahlil Okafor off the bench, and they drafted a center too.
They did.
Yeah.
Out of Texas.
Yeah. To me, that's a tough lineup, and Pelicans in 5 against that Lakers team.
Wow.
I don't know about all that.
Maybe not right off the bat. A few years down the road, once LeBron leaves and everything, this Pelicans team, you're going to be looking back and saying the Pelicans won this trade.
Yeah,
they have set up their future.
Give them 2 years.
Lonzo is going to play really good with all of those players.
I agree.
Which he always plays good with anyone he plays with. So.
I mean, that's a young team who's ready to build together. So.
And a defensive team. Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, Zion Williamson.
And they turned the 4th pick from the Lakers into the 8th pick and a few other later round picks. So they got a few young guys on the team. I think that GM did well. That was David Griffin, who used to be LeBron's GM.
I was really hoping to see Bol get picked up by the Pelicans.
Bro, who picked him up? The Nuggets?
The Nuggets picked him up.
And then Taco Fall. The Celtics picked up Taco Fall on that 10-day contract. I hope they keep him, though, because I think he'd be good.
The Nuggets have been sneaky in the draft. They got Michael Porter Jr. last year.
Which he's going to play this year, isn't he?
He's going to play this year. He's supposed to. Who was projected first-round first pick going into college. So they got away with 2 steals, I think.
I agree. So I think that Zion has the potential. Zion is a different, you hear first-round draft picks. This has re-energized the city of New Orleans. To me, Zion is a once in every 15 to 20 years pick. To me, this guy is going to come in and right away probably be all-star caliber. I'm not sure if he'll make the all-star team, but he'll be this. This is a decade player.
Oh yeah, biggest hype since LeBron.
I agree
by far. And with how big social media is, biggest hype ever.
Social media is bad for our society. Let me tell you.
I know, but Zion...
I know.
It is bad for this society, but Zion is bigger than any athlete ever coming out of college because of the day and age we live in.
And he's going to look like Booger McFarlane when he eats the food in New Orleans for 5 years. Someone said that...
I don't know what that means.
It's look him up real quick. It's literally a fat Giannis after 5 years in New Orleans food.
What did he say?
Oh, my gosh.
Booger McFarlane. And someone said
so
that...
true.
Someone said that Lonzo is going to look like... Look at this one right here. That's the best one. He's going to look like Andre the Giant. After he's...
I don't agree with any of this.
It's hilarious.
But so what do you think? We'll get into Lavar Ball a little later. We have a Lavar Ball source coming in. But what do you think of Lavar Ball saying that this is the worst trade move the Lakers have ever made, getting rid of Lonzo?
That's too early to tell, but with the potential that Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram have themselves, it could possibly be the worst trade they ever make. But at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation. You get Anthony Davis.
It makes them compete.
He's 26 years old. He'll be around for 6, 7 great more years, and he'll attract more free agents in the future.
Because the thing with this young Lakers core that you just got rid of is we don't know how good they would have been with LeBron. LeBron was out 55 games or something like that last year. So we don't know how good that team would have been with LeBron.
Yeah.
So
and then Lonzo was out when LeBron got back.
So they just kind of were like, this isn't working. We're going to go, what you should do with LeBron, go for win now. Because LeBron's 33 or something like that? 32. So he doesn't have that many years left. Yeah. So I get the idea of moving for AD to win now, but at what cost?
I think, really, though, if you have Anthony Davis, you have LeBron James, and you get someone like D'Angelo Russell who's still young, when LeBron starts declining, Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell are going to be going upwards, and there'll be something to build off of after LeBron.
D'Lo doesn't want to come back to the Lakers. They betrayed him.
Magic Johnson is now gone, who is the one who traded D'Angelo Russell, so he would be open to it. And also said if he could play with any 3 or 4 players ever, he picked Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Bill Russell.
Wow, 2 of those people have to be on the same team right now.
Exactly.
Here's a big news break for you. What if the Lakers take Anthony Davis and say, you know what? Here you go, Pelicans. Have Anthony Davis. We'll take Zion. Whoa. Mind blown.
Do you think that'd be a good move? I don't think the Pelicans would do that.
I don't think anyone would do that. But, again, you have a win-win situation. You get Zion Williams, and you get Anthony Davis. So you can't really...
Cole, do you know the last 33 or 34-year-old superstar on the Lakers to be paired with an all-star 26-year-old center? Kobe Bryant and Dwight Howard. They were the exact same age that Anthony Davis and LeBron James are right now. Do you think this will turn out better than that?
1,000%.
Do you remember how bad they wanted Dwight Howard, too, when they got him to come there?
And they got Steve Nash that year.
That should have been a good team. That team was terrible.
Who was the starting lineup? Steve Nash.
Pau Gasol, Kobe, Ron Artest.
World Peace, yeah.
And they were bad.
They said they weren't going to lose a game all year. Or they were going to break the record, but...
Dwight Howard really fell off. You start going to transgender orgies. How do you go from NBA All-Star to transgender orgies?
You go to the Hornets.
Did he play on the Hornets?
Yeah, he did.
Because he moved from there quick. Yeah, because they traded. That's right. They traded him to the Hawks who immediately, and then they traded him to the Wizards.
No, we
Dwight's having a rough go.
It's been a lot of.
We got him from the Hawks, I think, or no, we got him from somebody down south.
What team are you a fan of, Simon?
I mean,
you talking about
Hornets.
Houston when he played for Houston?
Yeah, I think it might have been out of Houston, but yeah, I am.
So you're a Hornets fan.
Yeah, Buzz City.
All right, so I'm going to transition here into a little bit of the free agency. Are you aware my Celtics are taking your boy Kemba Walker?
No, Kemba wants to stay in Charlotte too bad.
Really?
I don't understand why. I literally don't understand why. But he's stated multiple times that he wants to stay in Charlotte to help rebuild and be the forefront of our franchise, which is amazing. Although Michael Jordan, I don't think knows what he's doing anymore. I don't know. But Kemba wants to be the forefront of the Hornets.
Have you read the reports the last 2 days?
I have not, but
he is being strongly linked to the Celtics as a replacement for Kyrie Irving because he's a better team player than Kyrie. He replaced Kyrie well. He to me could be he's the biggest name I feel like to me when people think of really good NBA players, they don't say Kemba Walker, but he has the talent to be up there.
He honestly could be better than Kyrie, hands down. And I say that because you haven't seen his true talent because he's at the Hornets.
And where's it going to come out though? Boston, big team. We got the players around him to make it work. We got the best coach in the NBA. That team could compete if we pick up Kemba.
Sure, I want the best for Kemba because obviously he's not in Charlotte. I don't understand. I mean, maybe they've been drugging him. I don't understand. But I literally don't know why he wants to stay in Charlotte. But he said he would take under Supermax to stay in Charlotte.
Really? Because they could pay him the Supermax of literally what is it, like $250 million? That's insane.
Yeah. He said he will take less than the Supermax to stay.
Because he couldn't get that in Boston. He could only get I think 150 in Boston, but it would be more of a competitive situation.
Right, but I think Kemba wants to be a part of a franchise that went from almost nothing to being really good. But fun fact for all sports fans, Carolina, specifically Charlotte, is stricken with mediocrity. So, yeah.
Are you talking about the Carolina Panthers?
Carolina Panthers, yeah.
Oh, wow. Christian McCaffrey is going to be a good fantasy player this year on the 4-12 on the 4-12 Panthers.
Hey, maybe we might have an O-line or somebody else to throw to. We won't, but
we won't.
One could hope.
All right, so we're going to get into our free agent picks, where we think people are going. So, Kemba, you're picking stay with the Hornets?
I think so.
I'm a Celtics fan, so I'm a little biased on this, but I'm going to say he is going to come to the Celtics. Because when you think about it, to me, in my mind, they're losing Kyrie. They could very well just overpay Terry Rozier, and I'm perfectly fine with Terry Rozier being our starting point guard. But if you can get Kemba, let Rozier walk. I'm saying he goes to the Celtics. Cole, where does Kemba Walker land?
I'd like to see him in Boston. Just like you said, better team player than Kyrie, less selfish, fits with the system better.
Think about Kemba being in any other jersey. Does he seem like he fits in any other jersey? I don't think so.
If he gets the Supermax, he's staying. You're going to stay for $100 million.
He's so undervalued, though, in Charlotte.
He's literally the most ideal team player because he could be top 3 player in the league if he was around a team that would support him.
To me, he would fit in so well with Boston because he's got the scoring that Kyrie has. Maybe not
he's got the moves,
to the same, but it's there. He's just so much more of a team player. A lot of the stuff you hear with Kyrie on the Celtics last year was he was causing a lot of problems in the locker room. He doesn't share the ball. I think Kemba would be a perfect fit.
Kemba is literally this is the ideal player that you want on your team because he could be better than anybody. He could be the best in the league. I believe that. But he's so much of a team player. He'd rather be the best team player than being the best player.
I'm going to quote you on that next week when he signs with Boston. I'll send you a tweet. Okay. So the NBA free agency starts Sunday at 6 p.m. So we're trying to get our picks out before then. To me, this is the easiest one on here. Cole, where's Klay Thompson going?
Most likely going back to Golden State.
I agree. To me, Klay is. I was listening to Colin today. He said Klay is the only player in the NBA that literally fits on every single team. He's unselfish. He can knock down 3-pointers. He plays both defense and offense. He doesn't have a big ego. And to me, the Warriors would be stupid. He said if the max is on the table when free agency starts, he's re-signing with the Warriors, no question. I think he'll be with the Warriors for the rest of his life. So to me, he's come off torn ACL. They'll still give it to him.
Yeah.
Simon, where's Klay Thompson going?
Toronto. No, just kidding. He's not going there. He's staying in Golden State.
I agree, because the only other team he's been linked to is they said he might give the Clippers a meeting if Golden State doesn't offer him the max. But to me, that would be the worst move in Golden State's history if they don't offer him the max.
That would be the worst move in Klay Thompson's history if he
If
went to the
Clippers?
Los Angeles Clippers.
Bro, the Clippers. Okay, the Clippers made the playoffs last year. Lakers didn't.
Yeah, who do the Clippers have?
Who's the better team in LA right now?
Right now, I'll take LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kuzma and play 3-on-5 against the Clippers.
3-on-5. How
3-on-5.
How you know?
Yeah,
How you know
I'd take-
LeBron got hurt last year for the first time like his career? How you know he's going to stay healthy?
Even if he doesn't, you have Anthony Davis, who is
And the milkman Ontario.
who's going to be the best 3 players in the NBA next year without KD. Who's the best 3 players?
Kawhi. Without KD. So Kawhi, Giannis. I'll give you LeBron, but I mean Harden's up there. You know, the way Harden plays, you can't
Zion.
win.
Anthony Davis.
Zion,
Anthony Davis is a top 3 player. In the
Kemba
NBA.
Walker on the Celtics.
Anthony Davis is a top 3 player in the NBA.
50% right.
Anthony Davis is?
I don't know about that.
Please look up
Top
Anthony.
10. Top 10.
Top 3.
With KD hurt or with him not hurt?
With him not hurt, he's a top 4.
So you're saying LeBron and AD are both in the top 4, and Kawhi and KD?
Yep.
What about Giannis?
Giannis, in a few years, he will be.
Giannis is better than AD. Are you kidding me?
Right now, you would take Giannis over KD.
Yes.
Or Giannis over Anthony Davis.
Yes. He just won
Why?
MVP.
What do you do against the Raptors?
Can Anthony Davis shoot like Giannis
They
does?
exposed him for not having a jump
I think
shot.
Anthony Davis could shoot a little better than Anthony than
A whole lot
Giannis.
better. Yes.
That's the thing. Giannis needs to develop a jump
Anthony
shot.
Davis is a top 3 defender in the league. He has a 7'6" wingspan. 7'6".
You're really horned up about the Lakers, Cole.
I just think Anthony Davis, he's probably a better basketball player than LeBron James right now. He's probably top 2.
Oh my gosh.
You know how good Anthony Davis is?
You know what? I'll give you this. How about this? Jokic or AD?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is more athletic. Jokic is a better shooter, better passer. Jokic is one of the most versatile big men that the NBA has ever seen.
Hey, last year, 2017, 2018, without him
Sitting
getting
out
those worst minutes and everything, he averaged 28.1 points a game, 2.6 blocks, 1.5 steals, 11.1 rebounds, and 2 assists off of 53% shooting.
Simon could do that.
And he
not that
shot
hard.
34% from the 3-point line.
You know Muggsy Bogues?
Yeah.
Bogues, yeah. Great player.
Great player. Put him on the Lakers. See
Put
how
him
they
on the
do.
Lakers. Bring him out of retirement. Hey, Bo Jackson, he's an athlete. Put him on
You
the
know what's
Lakers.
going to kill the Lakers next year is LeBron shooting 60% at the free throw line and being a bad teammate.
I think if I had 2 weeks
Toxic.
with LeBron, I could get him to shoot free throws.
True or false, Cole? LeBron went to LA to win or for his product and brand?
Yes.
Both.
I think he only went for the brand.
Both.
He wants to win, but I don't think that's his priority. Making Space Jam 2 is his priority.
If someone's paying that much to take care of their body, that's obviously the most important thing to them. He pays $1 million a year for his body.
That sounds like prostitution.
Next question.
Okay, so Klay Thompson, we also go back to the Warriors. Interesting one that I've been hearing later days. I really don't know where Jimmy Butler is going. Cole, where's Jimmy Butler going?
He could go to LA. He could do a sign and trade with Houston. Jimmy Butler has all opportunities to do whatever he wants.
Okay, you got to pick a team.
I would like to see him in Houston and the Lakers get a sign and trade and get Chris Paul.
Okay, here's my thing with picking these. I'm not picking anyone to go to the Lakers because the Lakers, I don't think, are going to use that max spot on someone. I think they're going to get role players. So, Jimmy Butler, to me, I'm thinking, is either going to... Something tells me he's not going to stay with the 76ers. I don't know why, but I'm
He's
thinking
going to the
Rockets.
Celtics.
I don't want him on the Celtics.
He's going to go to the Celtics.
I think you think so. I think
Yeah.
he's kind of a toxic player. I don't really want him.
Well, you may not want him.
I'm the Celtics fan. I do get to choose if I want him or
know,
not.
I know. You don't want him, but I'm saying the Celtics want him.
Where have you been hearing that, or you're just guessing?
I'm feeling it down on my toes.
Wow.
Could be the sciatic nerves tingling, but I'm feeling it in my toes.
Wow.
Hey, let me ask you a real quick question, Carson. What do you think is going on with Danny Ainge over there in Boston?
Well, he's having some heart problems, so he had a heart attack recently, but he's okay now.
He lost Kyrie.
But we don't want Kyrie back.
You don't want Kyrie Irving?
No.
Top 5 point guard in the league. You just don't want him on
No,
the team?
I love Kyrie. To me, you remember how excited I was when we took him from LeBron. He just does not fit with the Celtics. I don't know why, but something about it, he messed up the locker room. He's too much of an ISO player. To me, Kyrie's one of my favorite players. I love Kyrie. I got a sticker on my laptop right here. I'm going to have to take it off. But it's just like I was saying about Kemba. He's a much better team player, much better passer. To me, Kyrie messed up that team. I don't know what it is exactly. He just does not fit. I saw a thing that was like, over the course of like a few games, it was like with Kyrie, they were like 1-7, and without him, they were like 8-0 in that stretch of games.
You're also losing Al Horford?
That's the thing, though.
I got a question for you.
I've heard we're linked to Steven Adams. I heard
You lost out on the Anthony Davis trade.
That's all right, because we would have to give up too much. We'd have to give up Tatum and Brown.
Looks like a lot of missed opportunities for
Okay,
nothing
but listen to this. Kemba, Gordon Hayward, who's going to be back this year. Gordon Hayward wasn't back last year. Kemba, Gordon Hayward.
If you don't get Steven Adams.
Tatum, Brown, Taco Fall.
It could be Tatum's year to take over.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I think we will get. Another player I'd like to see the Celtics go after is Vucevic down in Orlando. I think he'll re-sign, but if we could get him to come, that's a good pickup.
That is a good pickup.
So I think I'm saying Jimmy Butler to the Rockets. You're saying Celtics. You're saying.
I'm saying Rockets.
Rockets are a weird team right now because
I think they're going to work out something with a random team, and Chris Paul is going to be gone, and Jimmy Butler will be there.
I'm not a big. Chris Paul's really fallen off too.
He is.
He sounds like he's like, think of it like this. He's forced his way out of. He forced his way out of the Hornets.
Yeah.
Forced his way out of the Clippers, and now he's about to force his way out of the Rockets. I think he might be a bad team player too.
I think he would fit good with the Sixers, though.
You think so?
He's a good off-the-ball point guard.
What's Ben Simmons going to do?
He's a good off-the-ball point guard. He plays off the ball with James Harden. And the difference is when Ben Simmons holds the ball, he's looking to pass. James Harden's going to shoot every time.
All right, so
I got a question for you.
Yes, wow, question.
What happened with Isaiah Thomas and
In the Celtics?
Yeah.
If he kept playing in Boston, he was going to want a max contract. And to me, you cannot win with Isaiah Thomas as your point guard. That's too much money to invest in him as a max player. He had a hip problem. He was playing very well.
Right.
He's too short to win a championship with. You saw what happened when we played Cleveland in the conference finals that year. We got destroyed because they were taking advantage of him on the defensive end. We weren't going to win with him.
You said he's too short to win an NBA Finals with?
Yeah.
All right.
The other team would take advantage of him.
People have
so
opinions. And let's just say some opinions are right, some opinions are wrong.
Well, that's your starting point guard. You can't give a max contract to him. Like, the other teams take advantage of him defensively too much.
Average a game?
He played really well that season.
Was he not in top 5 of MVP candidates?
Who brought the Celtics to the playoffs?
Isaiah Thomas.
I would much rather Cole. I would have been so mad if we gave Isaiah Thomas a max contract.
It is a business move on Boston's part. They did get Kyrie Irving, so that's an obvious upgrade. But for what he did for the city, he could have been treated a little better.
Was he an upgrade for the Celtics though?
Kyrie?
Yeah.
For a time period.
For a time period. But who would have been the overall longer, better choice?
Kemba Walker.
Okay. If Kemba's wanting to stay with the Hornets for not a max contract, is he sane? Are you sane, Kemba? That is my question.
The team sucks.
Yes, I know. We are we literally cannot make the playoffs if we had LeBron, MJ in his prime, Kobe. If we had literally every single all-star that you can think of, we still wouldn't make the playoffs just because we're in Charlotte.
Cole, what did you pull up on your computer there? Read that to Simon.
Boston Celtic rumors. Kemba Walker most likely destination in Boston. Per report.
False.
That's a false report. Where's that coming from? It's coming MassLive.com. The Celtics need Vucevic
CBS
more than...
Sports, Kemba Walker free agency update. Celtics and Mavericks at front of the line for the star.
Hey, man.
Simon has sources. He knows. All right, so we're going to move on with these picks. D'Angelo Russell. Well, I guess let's do Kyrie first because that's why I put D'Lo on here.
I'm sorry. Before we move forward, I will say that the Hornets don't want Kemba, but Kemba wants to stay. I forgot about that.
Thank you, Simon.
You're welcome.
So Kyrie Irving, I think it's pretty common knowledge now he's going to Brooklyn. Don't you think?
Pretty common, yes. I would agree. Brooklyn makes sense. You said he's from Brooklyn.
Does that make Brooklyn that much better, though? You put him there instead of D'Lo. D'Lo's going to leave if you get Kyrie.
I mean, that's what they want. They want to recruit Kyrie and maybe get a max contract like Kevin Durant.
But do you okay, so next year with Kyrie instead of D'Lo, do you think it makes him that much better? I don't.
Nope.
To me, this is like
Still not a competing
this is a
team
dumb
in the
move
East.
for him.
That's only if they get Kevin Durant that they would compete in the East.
With a torn Achilles?
Oh, they'd have to wait a whole nother
They'd have to
year
wait.
to compete in the
See,
East.
if I'm Kyrie, I get that he liked Brooklyn growing up, and that's like his team. This is a dumb move to me because what he could do is if KD and Kyrie want to play so badly together, get KD to come to Boston. That's your best chance of winning. Brooklyn is not their best chance of winning.
I agree.
That's dumb. So I'm saying
Boston has a way better role-playing system. Their coach,
best coach in the NBA
by far.
So I'm saying Kyrie goes to Brooklyn. You're with Brooklyn as well.
Brooklyn.
Sure.
Your sources aren't telling you anything like the Kemba one here.
I literally don't know what's happening to Kyrie, so
He thinks the Earth is
Is
flat.
Brook Lopez still there?
No, he's on the Bucks, but he's a free agent too.
Uh-oh.
He might be going to.
Going to the Nets?
Have you ever seen the curve of the Earth?
What?
I know what.
Have you ever seen
we
the
have
Earth's
pictures of the Earth from space.
What are we talking about?
How do we know that's real?
Oh my gosh.
We'll call Christian Hamlet about NASA.
Kyrie's gonna go to the Lakers.
I'd see that they're not going to pay him. You think so though?
Flat Earth.
I don't know. I just talking about flat Earth. He's going to the Seattle Sounders.
Well, that's a soccer team. Okay. So with Kyrie going there, where does D'Lo go, Cole?
I think he goes to the Lakers. It only makes sense if they offer him a contract. He has stated that Anthony Davis and LeBron are people he want to play with. Los Angeles.
I'm saying that he goes to the Phoenix Suns. They've been linked with him, and I don't think the Lakers aren't going to pay. If the Lakers have $30 million to spend, they'd have to give D'Lo 25 of that.
Do the Suns have that much? Because
I think they just have. They're either going to get D'Lo or Rozier, unless the Celtics re-sign Rozier.
Because they paid Devin Booker a whole lot.
Yeah.
When DeAndre Ayton's contract's going to go up, they're going to have to pay him a whole lot. I think max contracts are too common of a thing nowadays to give any person that's young with talent a max contract.
I agree.
So a lot of teams are going to be hurt in the long run because of
you're saying Lakers.
I'm saying Lakers, and I don't even think he's a max contract player yet.
I'm saying the Mavericks are linked with him too. I think I'm going to go with the Suns, but it could be the Mavericks. Simon, what are you thinking?
Who are we talking about?
D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo Russell.
Are you aware of that human being's existence?
I am.
Where's he playing next year?
You said Lakers.
Suns.
Suns. I don't. Since you guys know more than me, I'll go between one of those two. I'm going to have to say. Oh my gosh, the Suns are a train wreck.
Don't tell Tyler Wolf that.
Shout out to Devin.
Wow, hey, Tyler Wolf though just joined our fantasy league. Wow,
yes,
welcome,
did.
Tyler.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on now to the two big ones. To me, Kawhi is in a very odd situation to where he doesn't like living in Toronto. He's multiple times said it's too cold. I've heard reports that he literally only goes from his apartment to the practice arena and back. But he can eat for free for the rest of his life, and they just won the championship. I don't see how he leaves after they just won the championship. I think Kawhi stays with the Raptors.
It's too cold.
I think it's just a weird thing with Kawhi. He's a strange dude. You don't know what he's thinking, so if I had to guess, it would be Toronto, or I can see him going to the Clippers and just chilling.
I think the Clippers are the only other team he could play for because he said he doesn't want to play with LeBron. He said he wants to live in LA and he does not want to play with LeBron. He said he wants to compete against LeBron.
So
he
process
said
of elimination says Clippers.
Yes, or the Rams. So
he's going to create his own franchise.
He said LeBron's beat him once and he's beat LeBron once, so he wants to keep that going. I think he's going to stay in Toronto, though.
I wouldn't be surprised seeing him go to the Lakers, but I wouldn't be surprised with anything he does. When I get the notification of where he goes, I will not be surprised, whatever it is.
Do you think that if he went to the Clippers, who would be better, Lakers or Clippers?
Is just Kawhi going?
Yeah.
Lakers.
What if so say the Lakers sign Kawhi and they have Kawhi, LeBron, AD,
Three of the four best players
and Kuzma.
Three of the four.
But then they have the milkman and Terrio and your local Chipotle employee. Do they still win?
They could pick me up and we win a ring. For real.
Well, Cole, you dropped 40 on Southwest Virginia homeschool one time.
Yes, this is true.
But no, there's no chance he's going to the Lakers. I think if he goes anywhere, it'll be the Clippers, but I think he stays in Toronto.
I'm saying if you want easy access to championship rings, team up with LeBron and Anthony Davis. Kawhi's only 27. Him and AD could play for 5-6 more years.
Simon, what are you saying?
If he doesn't stay in Toronto, he's going to have his own franchise in Florida and just chill out on the beach.
The Kawhis.
Yeah, no, he's going to go to the 3-on-3 league with Ice Cube.
Who's going to be on his 3-on-3 team?
Him.
Hopefully Allen Iverson.
He's literally going to get his delivery boy who lives with him up in Toronto to play with him. And then he's probably going to call his – does he have family?
I don't know what he has.
Okay.
That's a weird dude.
He has a sister.
Bro, did you see him at the parade? That dude was so high. Ibaka was with him in the car, and Kawhi never talks. And he said, "What it do, baby?"
They say he was rolling a blunt while he was doing that because he was positioned.
I don't know what to think of him. Like, I can't see Kawhi going out and partying, but I also don't know if he just sits at home all day. That's a weird dude.
I would hate to hear his laugh all day. I would get annoyed hearing his laugh.
The plant dude gave him his plant, though. Did you see that?
What?
Plant dude?
Some dude has been trying to give Kawhi Leonard a house plant since he got traded to the Raptors, and he gave it to him at the parade. He got up to the bus and handed him his...
I saw he did get a plant.
Yeah, that guy gave him his plant.
What?
I mean, the dude, to me, so Giannis won MVP. We forgot to talk about that. Giannis won MVP. To me, Kawhi literally got traded to a team and they won the NBA championship. How was Kawhi Leonard not the MVP? I get Giannis had the better quote-unquote regular season, but...
Well, that's what it's based off of. It's just the regular season.
I disagree with that. Because
Isn't there
Kawhi
an
was
Finals MVP?
Yeah, he won that.
Okay,
but he literally was the most valuable player. He got traded to the team.
What would you rather have, an MVP or a Finals MVP?
I'm assuming Finals MVP means you won the finals, so probably
Yes.
Finals MVP.
Okay. He won in the long term.
All right, so he's going to stay in Toronto and be cold and laugh more.
What about the
He's
franchise?
a fun guy.
What about the franchise?
What about 3-on-3? What about
He's not going to the 3-on-3 league second. Okay, maybe that'll be second. I'll put the Clippers third and the 3-on-3 league second.
Sounds good.
And our fantasy football league fourth. That's just where he'll play next year. Kawhi, listen to us. We will give you all the money we have to solely play in our fantasy league.
I don't know about that one.
That's kind of like a supermax contract. That's maybe like 0.001% of the salary he's scheduled to make.
That's a lot. I don't know if we have that much.
All right, so the last big free agent we're going to go over here is Kevin Durant, who's in a kind of a tricky situation where tore his Achilles in the finals, best player in the league.
Debatable.
Best player in the league. And
How
to me,
how do you figure that he's the best player in the league?
because he's the best. What do you mean?
LeBron averaged 27.4, 8.3,
LeBron played 20 games
8.5
last year.
in 55
Okay, he
games.
played 55. I thought he sat out 55.
This was his down year, and he had better stats than Kevin Durant and
Well, they
Kawhi
didn't even
Leonard.
make the playoffs.
That's fine. We talked about it earlier.
What happened
Before-
when KD and LeBron played in the finals? KD was pulling up dagger threes in LeBron's face. Sweep. GG. LeBron.
LeBron averaged like 35 that finals.
Did he win? No, we got swept.
What J.R. Smith do in game one?
That was the funniest thing. That was the thing. Someone said, like, the Lakers are picking up JR, and it was like, we don't want JR. So, to me, this
just
is...
told him that.
Yeah, I know.
To me, I think that's where I heard it. I'm just repeating it.
It was literally 20 minutes.
It made me think of the finals thing. So, to me, this is my thing with KD. He could stay with Golden State and win the championship every single year he plays. Why would he leave?
You'd have to ask him that. I don't know why he would leave.
Because the teams he's being linked to are the Nets to play with Kyrie. That team is not near as good as the Warriors. And the Knicks. The Knicks franchise is run by a baboon. And so he could stay.
You really put people on blast on this podcast.
Well, no.
Like, what these people
what's his name? James Dolan, whatever his name is. He's the worst owner. Oh, can't say owner anymore in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
What is it
It's
now?
a governor.
Yeah, team governor.
Side point, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. The term owner, he literally owns the team. That's not racist.
It's the business manager now, or whatever.
It's a governor.
Yeah,
What's the difference between a governor and an owner? He's in charge.
Own a business, you got to be governor.
He bought the team. He owns it. That's stupid. Anyway, you're going to get me off on a political rant here. All right, so.
Easy there. Bring it in.
If he goes to the Knicks, that team's not. Who do they have? RJ Barrett? That's going to be a bad team even with KD. They might make the playoffs in the East. But so to me, KD.
Hornets.
With Kemba, he's going to team up with Kemba?
Imagine.
To me, KD stays with the Warriors, sits out a year. They give him the Supermax anyway for all he's done. Sits out a year, gets the Supermax, which only the Warriors can give him, and they come back to win every single championship when he plays.
So why do you think if he's coming back, he declined the player option?
To do a deal. Because he had been playing every year. He's got a torn Achilles. He wants the deal. He doesn't want a 1-year deal. He wants a 5-year deal.
Hornets.
The Warriors could offer him a 5-year Supermax deal, or max, whatever. He could stay there, rest up a year, get paid the most money he can.
So you think DeMarcus Cousins leaves?
I don't care what DeMarcus Cousins does.
Okay.
I don't know where he's going. He didn't, to me, play that big of a factor with the Warriors anyway.
Him healthy, he's a top 5 big man.
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
But so that's what I'm picking. KD stays with the Warriors. At least that's the smartest thing. I think he might go to the Nets, which I think that would be dumb, but I'm saying he stays with the Warriors.
That is the smart decision. I agree. If I had to pick, I'll say he goes to New York.
Wow. That's going to be brutal if he goes to New York.
Hey, Kevin Durant just wants to play basketball, and that's all he cares about. So
the Knicks went from having 2019-2020 roster KD, Anthony Davis, and Zion to RJ Barrett and
Kevin Knox.
There you go. Championship roster right there.
It's amazing how the tables turn quick in the NBA. I also thought we were going to get someone like Zion Williams for the Bulls or Ja Morant.
Yo, the Bulls got screwed over in the draft there.
And I get Kobe White.
The teams with like the 4 worst records who had under 20 wins drafted like 5 through 7.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
I was hoping to get someone like Cam Reddish. I think Cam Reddish, if he was on any other college team this year, he's a top 5 draft pick.
Wow. The Hawks got him. The Hawks had a good draft.
Hawks had a really good draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish.
I like DeAndre Hunter from the champion UVA Cavaliers. Auburn.
Why would you foul him? That's my question. He wasn't going to make it.
He wasn't going to make it.
He literally was not going to make it. Why would you foul him?
All right, Simon, where's KD going?
I have a proposal for you, KD. If you ever see this, I don't know if you will or will not, but think about this.
We'll tag him.
Michael Jordan, best player to ever play basketball. Okay? Kemba Walker.
Oh, my gosh.
Number 1 team player in the league. KD, arguably the number 1 player in the league currently. Trio of champions. Yes.
So you think?
But realistically, he's going to stay in the Sound. He's going to be with the Golden State.
You think he's staying with Golden State? I think there's a real chance he leaves, but
I do too. I do too. I think
he should stay.
I mean, if it depends on what his motives are. If he wants to win championships, I say there's a chance that he stays.
He is kind of soft though, and he's really obsessed with like his legacy and what people say about him. He might want to leave just so he can try to win on his own.
And you might get a burner account message from what you're saying. Just
bro, I hope KD come on the show. Make your announcement on the show, bro. We get that. We got KD on Hot Takes,
dude. That's how you guys take off, really. That'd be crazy.
Hey man, all I'm saying is you can change the Hornets.
He's gonna change whatever team he goes to. He'll take the Knicks from a 20-win team to a 30-win team.
Okay.
He'll take us to maybe a little closer than we were last year.
KD's going to be so pissed if he goes to the Knicks. He's going to be like, yeah, this is a good idea, and then get there and have absolutely no one to play with.
Really, he's just taking the next year off. So
yeah. What if he didn't sign all next year? And I don't think he will, obviously, because people are going to want to sign him and he's hurt, so he'll sign automatically. What if he just held the NBA at gunpoint for a year?
That would be interesting. Has anyone ever done that?
I mean, not really, I don't think. Michael Jordan maybe when he retired and came back, but he wasn't a free agent.
Yeah. That would be interesting to see how that played out. He could just take the whole year, see what's going on, make his decision.
He should. Really, him and Kyrie should come to Boston, but...
I thought you wanted Kyrie gone.
I do, but if I got KD, I'd sell half the team if we got KD.
You own half of it?
That's...
Not like me do it, but like I'd support the team owner doing it. I mean, governor. I'm going to continue to say owner. That's the dumbest thing ever.
They would be tough with KD. They would be tough.
So I think that's most of the topics we have for you, Cole. Let me see. We got Giannis MVP. You agree?
100%. If he develops a jump shot, he could go down as top 5 player of all time.
I agree with it, too. If it was full season, I would say Kawhi, but obviously it's not. Do you agree with MVP?
Yeah.
Luka, Doncic, Rookie of the Year. I agree with that. It was either him or Trae Young. I thought he was a lot better.
I think Trae Young played better after All-Star break for the rest of the season, but overall season, Luka.
Coach of the Year was Budenholzer, you said?
Yeah.
For the Bucks? Yeah, they only lost, 19 games? Yeah,
they have the number 1 record in the league, so that's understandable. That's how it usually goes, is best record gets the Coach of the Year.
So before you go, Cole, what is the best team in the East and West right now before anybody signs?
Does that
best
include
team
draft
in
picks?
East or West?
Yeah.
I would say East, I would go with the Bucks because you don't know what Kawhi is doing.
I agree.
West, Rockets right now.
Really? I'm not big on the Rockets.
They still have all their good assets, so either them or the Lakers.
I think if Kawhi stays, still Raptors. But I'm telling you, if Boston gets Kemba, that's going to be a tough team. Gordon Hayward.
Still couldn't win. I don't think Kemba's enough to win.
But that team...
Who's he going to pass to? Who's he going to be? He's not...
Tatum, Brown, Hayward.
You need a player. I mean, you need like a... What's the...
Vaney?
You need like an arrowhead player, someone who's going to like lead the team like that.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Vaney, by the way, I don't know if you've heard the sad news yet. You've been cut from the fantasy league. I'm sorry if you've had to hear it from us like this. This was an executive decision.
You guys
guillotine has come down.
Him with the podcast.
I mean, he didn't really. I don't think he really cares. He
like,
really
what if he's watching this right now and he's just like, what?
He's not going to be that.
I was just doing my draft picks, trying to see what's going on for this next season.
All right. Well, that's all the NBA talk we have. Cole, we want to thank you for coming on. It was a pleasure.
For having me.
Hopefully the Bulls will be competitive next year, maybe make the playoffs.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah.
I would like to see Derrick Rose. We didn't talk about Derrick Rose landing spot.
Oh, he's a free agent? He should stay with the Timberwolves, won't he?
He should go to the
Lakers?
Lakers and win a championship would make me very happy.
He won
or go back to
best
Chicago.
Moment of the season when he dropped
disagree?
50. He should go back to Chicago?
No, best moment of the year for his award.
Yeah, probably.
I think that was the best.
That was a good moment. I can't think of any others off the top of my head.
That was the best moment of the year.
Maybe when
Russell Westbrook 20-20-20 for Nipsey Hussle. 20 points.
Simon, did you know who Nipsey Hussle was before he died?
Not really.
I did not know who he was either.
Ouch.
Cole, did you know who he was?
Yes.
Wow. You're a little more tuned in than we are.
I guess.
All right. We went like 55 minutes, but Cole, Simon, this is all on me, but I need to do better on limiting the segment times.
That's usually Elijah. I'm just here to... I'm along for the ride.
But don't worry, it's the summer special, so this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode.
Yeah, we're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah. So we'll be back.
Kick back, relax. We'll be back for more.
Yeah, a good way to send it to break there. Well, we're gonna send you guys to break. It might be a few minutes for us, but for you guys, it's gonna be like 10, 15 seconds. So we'll be right back with another guest.
It's a big break.
Thank you.
And we're back to the Hot Takes Summer Special, and a bit of a development as we are coming on the air.
Yeah.
I told Simon I was bringing a guy who I work with who has a YouTube channel on.
I was not very specific.
And apparently he knows our guest, Tray2wotrill. Simon, tell us a little bit about that.
So we've known each other since basically freshman year, so 3.5 years now, and we play flag football together. I'm honestly speechless because I was not expecting this whatsoever. It's just a guy from work.
Quote unquote. Wow. So budding friendships here on Hot Takes Summer Special. We want to welcome on Tray2wotrill and Jared Parker from the channel. How you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. Doing great.
You just get off work. We all work at Lowe's together. We all get really sunburned out in the sun.
Yeah,
Probably not good for our skin.
I'm kind of dark. I'm really dark. I have the worst farmer's tan.
So we lived on floor 6 then, on Commons 2.
Yeah.
You said they lived on 5.
Yeah.
And Simon has told me that their floor was better than ours now.
Yes.
Why?
Because basically anybody who's anybody on Liberty right now, especially going into our senior year, lived on that floor.
Veiny.
Max.
We had veinies.
See, look, we have that connection. Look, he's already laughing.
You honestly can't deny. Being on floor 6 was best time, one of the best floors.
Simon, that's where we met.
Yes, don't get me wrong. Floor 6 was amazing. To me, that was the best floor, but to everybody else, 5 was unparalleled.
Who was your roommate first semester before you got a new one?
Owen.
It was Owen, right? Okay, yeah, he left.
One of my best friends.
Yeah, wow. Then the
R.I.P.
The trouble on floor 6 on Super Bowl night.
Oh gosh, that was terrible.
Oof. All right.
LUPD throwback.
I came back in and I saw you guys standing there. I was like, "Oh, it's my friends." And I'm trying to wave at you guys, and you guys all got this really serious look on your face.
Did you walk into our dorm?
No, I just saw the LUPD down there. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were getting lined up like we were about to get shot by the LUPD because there was a smell of alcohol. I'm sorry, if you're 20 feet down the hall and the door's closed and we have alcohol in our dorms.
Cannot confirm or deny these sources.
It's just because at HG, I'll let you figure out the rest, at HG was a little bit too tipsy, as in completely trashed the entire time. Off campus.
Off campus, wow.
Off campus.
They followed the source back to your room.
We found out, did not know at the time.
Wow. Causing trouble on floor 6. But all right.
We can take that out.
We'll leave it in. I think good stories. So, wow. My new friends that I met at work were a floor below me this whole time, I just met them at work recently. But we've been stocking the mulch and everything. So you're from California originally. You were from Virginia Beach. Okay, but the goal is to get to California here.
Yeah, we're going back.
Wow.
From here all the way back.
All right. So you have a YouTube channel, Tray2wotrill.
Tray2wotrill.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I haven't been doing it too long, about going on almost 6 months now, since December of last year. I don't know. The idea came from basically me personally. I wasn't never an outgoing guy, but
Really? I think you're really outgoing.
Bro, honestly, you would be surprised. I came a long way, and it's now I just want to just be around people. It's I get energy from people now.
Wow.
And it's when I'm around people with good spirits, good laughs, I don't know, it just makes me outgoing. And then I was like, man, I want to do YouTube. I get to meet different people, but it's making a memory at the same time. Imagine me coming to work with the camera.
I think that'd be the funniest thing ever if you made a video at Lowe's.
What are you doing?
Get Frayne on there. Frayne what are you talking about?
Shout out to you if you watch.
So you guys met on floor 5 then?
Yeah.
Were you guys roommates or just?
We met before school actually started. Remember?
Yeah, before school actually started, we did meet. It was a week prior.
Mm-hmm.
A week prior. Then we just became buddies over time.
Did you know you were staying on the same hall when you met? Or
he didn't live on our hall. He lived in the other dorm.
Yeah.
Commons 1.
But he was over there so much. Yeah. It was bro, do you live here? And then he was like, nah, I don't live here. They were like, oh, I thought you lived here the whole time.
Wait, so what floor did you live on in Commons 1?
7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody from there. I'm not the most popular guy at Liberty, I come to 2 classes a day and then I go home. Yeah, that's right. Lowe's is life. So, Trey, you were telling me the other day that you have had some encounters with some famous people throughout the years. Who you said? Mike Vick.
Yeah. Taj Boyd.
I don't know that.
Carson.
Hot takes.
You know what I'm saying? Recently had one with Lavar Ball.
Wow. So Lavar Ball has been getting a lot of hate recently. Banned from ESPN for comments he made to Molly Qerim, who, to me, she really derails the show a lot of the times.
Honestly,
because she be making everything about like sexist stuff and all this stuff.
The weirdest stuff. The stuff that doesn't matter, bro.
So what did he say to her? He said she said I want to change gears or something.
Lavar, can I grind your gears real quick? He was like, you can grind gears with me anytime. And I was like, oof. He didn't say it in that way.
He hit him with that switch gears thing.
Yeah, it's like he was hitting the whoa. He was like,
And they pulled up, whoever does this Twitter thing, pulled up the archive footage, whoever digs through all the first take footage, pulled up the 2017 thing of him hitting the switch gears thing again.
They just don't understand.
Are they out to get Lavar Ball?
I think they are, but they're not going to prevail.
Okay, so you kind of you've met Lavar. We have a video here, Simon. I'll let you see it real quick. They went to the Spire game. What was it?
It was the Spire Institute game versus I forgot the name of the team that was in that area. I don't remember, but I remember we went to that game. Oh, there's the video.
Yeah, so there's Lavar. He's coming to get in his seat. There you guys are, Jello. Everything. So you guys sat directly behind them throughout the game.
And the crazy thing is, bro, so my boy EJ, he's not here with us. That's the other guy that's usually in my videos. He was like, we got to sit where they mark it off because that's where he always sits. Apparently, if you go back and look at any of LaMelo's film, bro, you will find him sitting in the same spot on each court. So like he sits like basically at half court, but on the opposite of the bench. So like the bench would be over there, and then the players would be over here. So the players over here, he would sit over there, but half court, and he sits in the same area. And then we was like, all right, we're trying to get there. So then when we went, we seen it had like blue ribbons and stuff like that. He was like, oh yeah, he's sitting right here. So then we was like, all right, where they at? Everybody else would have different seats around it, but nobody could sit in those seats right there. And then that's when they came out, and I made the video.
Wow. So did you talk to him a good amount, or?
Yeah, we talked to him. If y'all, the hat that he was wearing, actually, we made the newspaper too. We was in the newspaper. We had to sign waivers, like for everything. We might be in an episode of Ball in the Family.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah, that's what they were making us sign waivers for.
Okay, cool.
So I haven't watched it in a minute because like I've just been so caught up with other stuff. But like we had to sign waivers to see if we could use our face in their videos and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, you can put my face in that video.
So
Tray2wotrill, baby.
From you talking to him over the course of a high school basketball game, I'm going to assume you guys are very good friends and very close, and that you know the type of guy he is. Was he making a sexual reference to Molly Qerim?
No.
I agree.
Without a doubt.
I think they're out to get him.
No.
And here's the thing. In my opinion, they use him for views. Very hard.
If you think about it, he's a very popular topic.
Yes.
Him as a person, he's a topic.
Because you think...
like, if you mention that name...
Yeah. You think, why do they bring him on? Because they are hoping that he's going to say something crazy that will become a clip that they can get tons of views on.
For a while.
Yes.
Not just like 1, 2, 3 days, maybe 1, 2, 3 weeks.
You bring him on wanting him to say all this crazy stuff and then get mad at him when he says something. It wasn't even meant to be.
It wasn't. I just think that they made more of a situation than it was. People know he's done the gesture before. Like I said, he seemed like he was hitting the whoa. But nah, for real. Like, I don't know why they're trolling that man like that, man.
Yeah. So you also know Jello because you guys talked to him a little bit at the thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of friends are you with Jello?
I don't want to say like it's like in the friend zone or anything. It's more like an associate. He's not someone I would talk to all the time. It'd be like every now and then.
But you have him on Snapchat.
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I can't show y'all the snap physically.
Yeah, obviously.
I got it, but
we do confidentiality on here on Hot Takes. But
he signed waivers.
Yeah. So, during the course of the conversation, did you ask him why he robbed a Chinese convenience store?
Nah, I didn't, bro. I didn't. That probably would have ruined it.
Oh, it 100% would have. You would not have added him on Snapchat, but you might have gotten some answers. I want to know.
I don't know.
Maybe it was a thrill thing.
I don't know, bro. That man they have money.
That's
Why
the thing. It was like a $5 pair of sunglasses.
They probably was fake.
straight from China. They probably get it for $2 on eBay. But so he almost went to jail for a really, really long time. Y'all know that.
He almost ended his career.
Yeah.
Like that, bro. When you get that old, that's mental right there. You got to put on your grown man status, man. Nah, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
So he would have gone to jail for, I think it was at least 3 years, maybe 5, something like that. I think Trump called the president, got him out of it, got him sent back home. It's a really wild story. When you think of it. That's like national news. That was he was part of the Ball family.
Yeah,
it was. I think it was the #1 story on
that was for a while.
World News Tonight. Yeah, because they're like they have him over there. They have a U.S. citizen in prison trapped.
That's crazy.
It's like that dude from North Korea. It's not obviously to the extent because that guy died, but the extent of that dude in North Korea. You know what I'm talking about, Simon?
I know what you're talking about.
He stole that flag, and they thought he was like committing something against the government.
Right.
And they kept him in prison forever until Trump got him back. Yeah, that's bad. Don't be stealing anything from North Korea.
No.
Bottom line.
Don't. Yeah.
Hey, don't. Hey, Trill Gang, don't steal, man, please. Don't steal. Bro, look, if you need it that bad, hit me, and I will personally.
He's doing a cash giveaway on his channel right now.
Cash app you, man.
Give him a caption to the video.
Man, look, I'm doing a giveaway soon. All I know is when I hit 300 subscribers, be prepared to get this giveaway.
What are you at right now?
Right now, I'm at 231. Like I said, I haven't started that long, but honestly, I'm blessed and thankful to even have that because a lot of people do YouTube and they don't even get like that many subscribers.
Very humble. Wow, what a guy.
Like,
so, Jared, you were also there. Give us your opinion on Lavar and Jello.
I mean, they were cool, man. It was fun talking to Lavar. He was funny. Like I could see he was really about his kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this was something.
That's the thing. I think he puts on a lot of that for TV. Because he knows if like any publicity is good publicity, so anything he says, he can get basically advertising for BBB or BBB.
Sadly, they didn't have the pop-up shop, so it couldn't get.
Oh, they didn't have the pop-up shop.
Couldn't get no gear, bro.
What do you think about Lonzo going to New Orleans?
Ooh.
I know you're a Lakers fan. How do you feel letting Lonzo
West
go?
Side, man, Lakers, man, all day. Purple and gold. But honestly, it was like bittersweet to me because, like, honestly, evidently he's a nice player. Like, it's clearly that he's a nice player. I mean, it's a given. Look at the man's stats and everything. Like, it's crazy. But then it's like that situation. That was a lot for AD.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Like, we gave a lot for AD, bro, and I'm like, now it's like we're struggling to pick up the pieces we've given away. It's like, we got to pick up all these pieces, and it's like, I don't know, it's crazy to me. But then again, I'm ready to see the new Lakers.
Yeah, we were talking with our guest we had on before you, Cole Conklin, about he was like I was trying to tell him Lakers got LeBron, AD, Kuzma, the Milkman, and Cousin Terrio on the roster, and they got no one else to play with. They got some cap space. They'll pick up like J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver, what I'm hearing. But do you really want J.R. Smith?
I do because I know he can get the job done. Like, you can't complain about a player who can get the job done. As long as you're winning, that's all that matters.
But what if he doesn't know you're winning and he lets the clock run out?
Oh, man. Then JR, deuces, man. You can't come to LA, bro. I'm sorry. You can't come to LA, man. Nah.
Part of losing Lonzo is also losing Lavar. Do you think it'll help the team to not have that around that voice around the team all the time?
I think because if you think about it, anything dealing with the Lakers was always something attached to LeVar, and it's like I don't think a team needs that, and especially if your son play for that team, you don't see other parents out here doing that. I mean, to me, he's the only parent out there doing that. But I mean, then again.
Do you remember when he coached that AAU team and he got mad? I think it was like some ref that he was disagreeing with, and he just took his team and left the game.
Yeah,
he was coaching in flip flops.
Bro. I was like,
he just got up and left.
Time out. What kind of class is that? That's exactly what I said. What kind of class is that, man?
He'd be rocking the BBB flip flops on the sideline.
If in the video he had on it was like suede. It was like a suede BBB hat. I was like,
Oh,
"Can I
nice.
get that?"
Nice.
He was like, "Nah, you can't get this one played." You know how you talk. He's like, "Nah, you can't get this one played."
Oh, he's not selling that one. He made it for himself.
He's like, "But they coming out soon."
They
I was
coming
like,
out
"Oh
soon."
man, this man is like this in real life."
Simon, do you have any strong opinions on LaVar Ball?
I think I agree with you all about that. He does it for show. From what I've heard, always from y'all, but elsewhere as well, he just cares about his kids and he wants them to be as best as they can. I think he's just putting on a show. That's what it comes down to.
Of the three Ball brothers, obviously Jello is not in the league. Lonzo now in the Pelicans. And LaMelo is going to talking about being a high draft pick next year. Which one of them do you think is going to be the best in the long run?
Personally, I think it's always the baby.
LaMelo?
I think it's always the baby, bro. It's crazy. It's like, I don't know. It's something. If you think about it, there's a lot of like siblings out there. Not all of them, but there's some where like the baby is always the best for some reason. Me personally, I think the baby is always the best because you see the people in front of you grinding, and you're like, I want to be better than that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make a name for yourself. It's not more so as like it always happens. I just think they see what their older siblings are doing, and they're just like, I really want to do that, and then they just keep working on their craft.
So you've seen LaMelo play in person. Is he that good?
He really plays like the same you see on any highlight. He plays the same way.
Because I remember, I haven't watched a lot of his highlights, but I remember the big hype around him was a few years ago when he scored like 92 points in a game or something. And he literally stood at half court and just like made fast break layups the whole time.
Literally, the first shot of that game in that video, he pulled up almost from half court.
Yeah.
Like it was nearly there.
Did he make it?
No, he missed, but he still came down the next run.
And did it again.
Did it again. And then after that, he just kept driving, and then that's when the game like really started. It's like he has to take the first shot of the game.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. I don't know.
All right, so you have your YouTube channel, Tray2wotrill. You've had a couple videos as of late. You've been putting out a good volume of videos. What's been your favorite one that you've made? Like maybe not ever, but like in recent memory, you can remember.
Recent memory. I don't know, honestly. I think my best videos are the ones that were when I was at home in Cali. I think one of those because I just like being home.
Yeah.
But if it had to be like something lit, I would say the "What's in My Mouth" challenge.
That one was funny. I haven't watched the whole thing of it, but I watched like
that would probably be
like
the funniest favorite. But besides that, it would be like a favorite from when I'm at home. But
nice.
Go watch that, please,
Jared.
If you haven't already.
Do you have a favorite?
Batting cage one. That was good.
It was recent. I just actually put that one out.
I went to a batting cage for literally one pitch because I was like, 40 miles an hour isn't that fast. So I put it at 70.
Oh, man.
And I took one pitch and I thought I was like going to die. So I left. I was like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Some things come, bro.
What speed do you do it at?
It came out at 60. Yeah. At first, we did.
You making contact with it?
No. We did the softball at first, and then he was like, I'm going to do the fast pitch. So the fast pitch is regular baseball. So then he tried to do it. If you watch in the video, this dude was like he kept missing. Like,
but I hit one.
He hit one.
Oh, nice.
He hit one.
Okay.
Them things really, when I mean them things really be coming, that's like, you got to be special to play baseball.
Oh, yeah. Baseball is really hard. I think unless you start playing baseball young, it's tough to pick up baseball.
Honestly, because I don't think I could ever try out for a team. Unless I was in the outfield. I'm a good catcher. Like, I can catch really good. So
nice.
I would take that over being a batter any day. Put me at the end of the roster for batting.
So when you said you guys played on the same flag football team.
We did.
Yeah. Was that just so that was just by chance, like you just happened to get on the same team?
Yeah, because we know the same dude. So
what dude?
Quinn.
Yeah.
Quinn?
Oh, Quinn.
I don't know Quinn.
Come on, man. He's lit.
He's a great guy.
I have stated I'm not popular I'm not popular.
Honestly, I don't think it's about popularity. I think it's like when you do some certain things, a lot of people like I said, people like are outgoing. It's like, say for me, I met a lot of people that I know in the gym.
Yep.
Wow.
Like playing basketball or something or working out.
Do you know John Sloan? Did you ever play intramural basketball?
I have, but I would have to see.
Really big. He's like this. What is he? 6'5", 6'6"?
At least.
He's a unit down low. Don't mess with Sloan.
I might know who that is. Does he know Trayvon?
Yeah, I know Trayvon.
I think so, yeah.
Because he dated that girl that was on our hall.
Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that the one
I
he
mean-
hangs out with? Is that the one you're talking about? I don't know.
I don't know if they hang out,
No,
but
they
I
don't
think he
hang
knows
out.
him.
I mean,
I don't know
John
John's
knows
phone name.
John
I'll have
knows
to see
Trey,
his.
but
You know, John's dad's a sheriff. You know, really.
There's a Glock in my boot.
You know, Lynchburg royalty going on over here.
first family of Lynchburg.
Wow, yes.
The Sloans.
The Sloans.
Good people.
Are you guys big into the NFL or not really?
Yes.
Yeah, you're a Steelers fan, right? Yeah, that's right. You're a Patriots fan.
That's right.
Wait,
So-
hold on, Carson. Didn't you get rid of your Steelers apparel?
I sold my Antonio Brown jersey because he's a punk.
Huh? I'll give you that.
Yeah, I don't like Antonio Brown. He betrayed us. I think we're going to be just fine without him next year, though.
I do too.
Yeah.
Juju,
Yeah.
if you watch
That's right, we got Juju.
Juju, if you watch
We'll tag Juju.
one day you will see this video.
We're tagging KD and we're tagging
Tray2wotrill
Juju.
said, "Let's
KD
link."
sees this, man.
We got to tag KD, get KD to watch the video. I told him to stay in Golden State.
He's not.
That's a smart move.
He's gone.
I told
Where's he
him to
going?
go.
Probably to the Knicks.
The Knicks? Oh, bro, that's a bad move, though.
Oh well, RJ Barrett's there.
Is that going to make them win?
Yeah, it is. I personally think so.
I want to run through this really quick with you, just so. Okay, so where's Kawhi going?
I think Kawhi goes to the Clippers.
Maybe.
I think.
Oh, no.
Jared said
I think
maybe.
he goes to the Clippers. He's not re-signing with. He took.
I think he's
he took-
re-signing.
I don't think.
All right, KD. Knicks.
Knicks.
Kyrie.
Ooh. I don't
Ooh, I
know.
didn't
Would he go to the Nets?
I think he is going to the Nets.
You think?
You think he will?
All right, I say Nets.
Klay Thompson. He's staying.
Resigns and stays with the
I was about to
Warriors.
say, I think he's staying.
Kemba Walker. This is Simon's big one. Kemba Walker.
LA baby.
Really? That's a plot twist.
Simon is like
LA baby.
marking it on his grave that Kemba would not betray the city of Charlotte.
But the city of Charlotte would betray him.
I
I,
don't
forgot
think
about
he's
that.
betraying.
They would stab him in the back,
Oh, 100%.
but he won't stab
They gonna
them.
burn his jersey.
100%.
They gonna light fire to that jersey.
Oh my
That
gosh.
thing is gonna be lit.
Oh my gosh, man. Poor
But nah,
Kemba.
I don't think it's more so he's betraying them. I just think he wants to win, bro.
He's coming to Boston.
I mean,
Boston.
he's-
They're strongly linked to him. I sent you the link.
He said he wouldn't take the Supermax if he could stay in Charlotte.
I don't know, man. If he comes to LA, I'll be happy because that's a guard.
Yeah. All right. So going back to your YouTube channel, what are your goals for your YouTube channel? What do you have coming up? Stuff like that.
So, in about 3 weeks, I'm thinking I want to do a birthday vlog. You know, my birthday's coming up. July.
Happy birthday from the cast of Hot Takes
Yes, sir.
and crew and everyone on our payroll.
I appreciate it, man.
Wait, we're getting paid?
Sadly, no.
Okay. I was about to say.
Ooh, my mouth feels free now. So we're doing stuff for my birthday, and then I'll be going home in August. So then
Nice.
we're gonna knock out some videos out there, going around the beach. Probably some chill day vlogs. I don't know, simple stuff, but a lot of content coming soon. So
You're going to Busch Gardens. Wow.
yeah, that's gonna be lit. I haven't been there in a minute, and I'm ready to ride some roller
Have you seen Toy Story 4 yet?
No, I need to see it. Woody is my favorite character. Woody and Buzz.
Yeah. There's a Glock in my boot.
There's a Glock in my boot.
All right, guys. Well, you guys got any more topics you want to? Anything really passionate on your heart you want to bring up before we sign off?
I don't know, man. I think pretty much I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. Thank you guys for coming
And I
on.
appreciate you being featured.
Wow.
On a 2Trill.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
2Trill.
please go subscribe to his channel.
It's subscribed to his channel. Wow.
Yes, please go subscribe.
It's a crossover. It's like a crossover episode.
It's like an AI
Whoa.
crossover. Hit him with the Jordan at the boom, boom, and bring it back and still score. You know what I'm saying?
So, where can they find? What's your YouTube?
So you can find me on YouTube at Tray2wotrill at TRAY, the number 2 WOTRILL, Tray2wotrill. And it's the same thing for Instagram. And Snapchat and all that is in my description down below, always in all my videos. And then Jared.
You can find me on Instagram, Samoa2Trill, SAMOA, the number 2 WO Trill. And
All right.
same for, Twitter.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. Really appreciate you guys coming in and telling us about LeVar Ball.
Appreciate you having
And
me.
your YouTube channel. So I guess you guys work tomorrow?
Yeah, 7 to 2.
I'm off tomorrow. I guess I'll see you guys Friday, but this probably won't be coming out till then, so I don't know. I'm giving dates out like that.
I gotta give some work to this video. I gotta produce some good content for the followers. It's always like that. So if we take long on these videos, it's for you guys.
Yes, make sure you go subscribe to him.
Yes,
follow him on Instagram, Twitter.
Hot Takes with Carson and Stacks. I will have descriptions down below.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Yes, sir, bro.
Be seeing you guys around. The friendship connection here that was unknown. I wish we had that recorded when you walked in. Simon had no clue who was coming over to his house. It just happened to be someone he knew. Well, thank you guys, and we'll be coming back for more after this break. Hey, howdy, hey, back from break. I want to give a big thanks to the Bergerons for providing the music for the episode and our regular theme song. They have a new single coming out soon. I believe they're available on Spotify. You okay over there, Simon?
What?
The Bergerons, they make our music. They provide the theme song for the show, and they provided some break music for the summer special.
All right.
Yes, so local band. Be on the lookout for their new single coming up. I think it should be on Spotify, maybe iTunes. Yes.
Check it out.
All right. Thank you, Simon. So, usual co-host of Hot Takes, Elijah Stacks, currently in D.C., as we said before. But through modern-day technology, we are joined by Elijah Stacks over the phone right now. Elijah, how we doing?
Yeah, I'm coming to you live from an alleyway, so it's about to be a great episode.
Why are you in an alleyway?
It's the only spot I can get the peace and quiet. So, as a car drives by me right now.
Those alleyways probably cost $100K to live in a month in D.C.
Oh yeah, no, I went and saw it at someone's house. It's like a little one-bedroom apartment, and they said it cost like $400,000.
Oh my gosh,
it's pretty expensive.
That's wild.
So it's over here. You pay for location though. That's what you do. So.
All right, so
Is your alleyway in a good location?
Yeah, man, right by the Supreme Court,
Wow. That's some nice raccoons and some nice trash.
I have seen no raccoons during my time. You see a lot of rats, though. A lot of rats.
Oof, not good. So the people watching on YouTube will notice there is no audio for this segment. Simon has been telling me I'm not doing a good job being a single mother. My family's out of town, and
there's no audio?
There's audio, no video. Did I say audio?
Okay. Yeah, you said
we got audio.
There we go.
So I've been taking care of the dog and the plants, and I guess I didn't plug up the camera.
Forgot his sixth child.
Classic move.
My sixth child. But the plants are not dead yet, which is my mom will be thankful for. So
well done.
Thank you. So Elijah, we got to ask you. We showed the viewers at the beginning of the show. You met our president Donald Trump. You met Mike and Karen Pence, and you met Melania Trump. Can you just walk us through that? Tell us how that went.
Yeah, so I was invited to a congressional picnic at the White House, and just hanging out. Trump gave a speech, and then he came down with shaking hands after he gave his little speech. And so I just kind of sat there and waited patiently for my turn. He showed up, and got to shake his hand, talk to him for like 20 seconds, and then that was it. So I got a picture too. So yeah, it was fun though. Very nice guy. Had nice soft hands. I was surprised.
Wow.
Good hands.
Moisturized.
And Melania was too. Got to meet her, take a picture. Really great. And then I got talking to the pensioners for like a minute. Found out my dad's deployed, so they were just talking about that for a second. And then
wow.
So yeah.
So
nice folks.
Yeah, very nice folks. So I noticed the people, I showed the picture to my parents and some people, and they said that Trump's head looked kind of small in the photo. Is that just because of the angle of the photo, or does he have a small head?
I think it may have been part of the angle, but I was actually surprised. He's a tall dude, but he didn't seem as tall as people make him seem.
Yeah, because he's what, 6'3", 6'4"?
Apparently he's 6'3", but he didn't feel that way to me. He didn't seem like he was that tall. But yeah, I mean his head wasn't I don't know. It seemed like a normal sized head to me. So.
What was said between you? You said you only talked for 20 seconds. What was that conversation?
Did we lose him?
We're having some technical difficulties here at Hot Takes.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Yes, picture it out this. So
Oh, wait, Elijah, we lost you for a second. What did Trump say to
We
you?
heard nothing that you said about Trump.
oh, okay. Let me repeat. So, hello, Mr. President. How you doing? It's starting to rain right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna walk like underneath this ledge. So, hello, Mr. President. How you doing? And he said, I'm good. How are you? I'm good. And then I was with the congressman's wife, and she had mentioned to him how my dad was deployed. He said, oh, well, that's good. That's good, isn't it? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, that's good. And we got a picture. That was about it. Nothing like $2,000.
Wow, what a great guy. I think that's really cool. I'm really glad you got to meet him. That had to be like when you said you were interning in D.C. Like that had to be like if I got to meet Trump, that would be one of the cooler things that could happen.
Yeah, no, like it's not common at all for people to meet him, especially interns. So yeah, really blessed.
Wow. So,
Yep.
I don't know if you saw. Yeah, but did you see the other night when they had the technical difficulties during the Democratic debate? Did you see the video he tweeted?
With Crazy Train?
Yeah, that was the foot. Simon, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
He tweeted a video. They had technical difficulties. Someone had edited the video to where they started having technical difficulties. It kept the audio of it, but all the lights cut out on stage. And then Trump walked out to Crazy Train and like crashed the debate. And it was one of the funniest videos, like probably of the year. It's pretty hilarious.
I think we really got to appreciate the fact that like we'll never have a president who's just much of a troll ever again. So, really got to savor this moment while it lasts.
So you said
Unless
that
it's Kanye.
unless it's, I don't know if that will happen. You said
Kanye, very cool.
we also showed up top that you like met obviously Tim Scott. You're working in his office, and you met Ted Cruz, Christian Hamlet
That's
lookalike. How were they? Were they nice?
Oh yeah, they're both great. I see Senator Scott quite a bit because he's in the office, obviously, where I work. But yeah, Senator Cruz was great. He's really nice. Talked to him for like half a minute too, and then he got a picture. So everybody up here is really nice. Like you watch the news, you get this like impression that everyone here is just kind of a-holes and whatever, but they're actually all pretty nice. Everyone I've met. So
That's what I'm saying. Stuff that's portrayed on TV is so much different, like in real life. Like even like sports, it's like it makes it out to be like this thing that's like on another level, but it's really just some dudes throwing a ball, and like they're normal people.
They can't run
Yeah.
that fast.
They
like,
can't.
Even I've met some Democrats too. Like the other day, I saw Senator Blumenthal in the hallway, and he said hello to me, and it was really nice and smiled and stuff. So like, everyone here is really nice. All the hostility you see on TV, I think, is all kind of made up. To be totally honest.
Fake news? Is that what you're saying?
Have you met AOC?
Yeah, fake news. I have not. I went by her office though. So that's pretty cool. But my friends, they've seen her in the hallways and stuff. So, other day, Dan Crenshaw walked into our office. That was pretty cool.
Oh, I like him.
But I got to see him, so that was pretty neat.
And you saw Bernie, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw Bernie. He was in the Capitol building, but he was on a mission. He was like walking the dude.
Was he walking like General Grievous in Star Wars Episode 3?
He walked kind of awkward, but like he was on a mission to get the vote. I'm pretty sure.
Have
He
you?
was hungover?
So, like,
Oh, okay.
He's older, so when
Yeah.
Have you seen that video where it's like the side-by-side comparison of him and General Grievous walking down the hallway?
him what down the hall?
Him and General Grievous walking down the hallway. It's a side-by-side comparison.
I have not seen the
And they
video.
look exactly the same. I might throw it up for the viewers at home if it's not a copyright thing.
Do it.
While we're on the topic, so the people you meet, Elijah, I wanted to get your thoughts on the most recent Democratic debates that happened. We had 10 people go on the first night, which to me the only legitimate person on the first night was Elizabeth Warren. And then the second night, a lot more of the bigger hitters came out to play. Did anything like stand out to you? Anyone do well or poorly in your eyes?
Hey, you guys just cut out. Good question.
What did you think of the Democratic debates? Like, who do you think did well and who do you think did poorly from a non-political standpoint, just from observing it?
So I didn't watch Wednesday night because I was at the congressional baseball game, and so I didn't watch any of that. So I don't know who won night one.
It was really just Warren. She was the only legit one up there.
Yeah, I didn't really. I guess I didn't watch. I've seen a couple pilots of that one, so I don't really know. But I did watch night two. I think people are giving Kamala Harris a lot of credit, and she did come after Biden pretty hard. But truth be told, I think Biden played it off pretty well. But I mean, Biden didn't hurt himself, but also didn't help himself, so I think he stayed just about even for the course. Swalwell really came after Biden there a little bit with the whole pass the torch, you're too old kind of stick. That was a pretty bold move. I don't think he did himself any favors. I don't think people like Swalwell. And then, personally, I found the most tolerable candidate to be Hickenlooper. I think he is the most not extreme one on the stage. So
I agree.
Overall, I think it was just about what you expected. A lot of people kind of going crazy, trying to attack Biden, stuff like that. They really came for Biden's head there for a little while.
Yeah, they did. And what I took away from it was I actually thought Biden had kind of a poor night. Like, I don't think he was ready for getting back into the ring as much as, like, he said he was. Because to me, a lot of times when they asked him to, like, raise their hands, he was kind of halfway, kind of like look around, see if everybody else is. And he kind of stumbled over his words quite a bit. I actually thought if I had to pick a winner of these debates, I would have picked Harris, even though I can't really stand her at all.
Yeah.
But to me, she was.
She really came after him on the whole race relation thing. She's been kind of in hot water for this past week. Like I said, I think he handled himself pretty well. I mean, he could have done better for sure, but it wasn't like he was flailing around. I think he handled that pretty well. And then you got to talk about that Marianne Williamson.
Yeah.
What is she doing?
Where did she come from? That's my question. Like, these people are all political people, and then you have her standing down there at the end talking about harnessing the power of love and soul bending, and I was so confused.
Wait, are we back in Avatar, the last?
Yes, like for real.
I don't know. It was weird. I mean, she's like some like weird spirituality author kind of person. So that kind of fits her personality from what I understand. So she's not like a serious candidate. She's not going to really do that. So
my biggest takeaways from the two debates was the Democrats have way too many people. They probably have 5 legitimate contenders that could win the nomination. Biden, Bernie, Warren, Harris, and Mayor Pete. How do you say Buttigieg? However you say his name. And to me, Buttigieg. And of those 5, to me, Biden is the only one that can compete with Trump. So I think that they have far too many people up there. Beto absolutely bombed the first night. Beto had no clue how to answer any questions. He was just trying to speak in Spanish the whole time. And to me,
he did better than Cory Booker did, though. So.
Both of them did very poorly. To me, there's 2 candidates up there that are like, why are they even on the stage? And that's that Marianne Williamson lady and Eric Swalwell. Like, to me, they have no business being up there.
Yeah, I agree.
I had some questions for Swalwell when he said that he's focusing on memorizing what his child is wearing to school so he can recognize them. One, could you not recognize your child? Second, later in the debate, he says he has a 2-year-old and a toddler, so his kids aren't going to school then. So I was rather confused about his points.
Yeah, last night was filled with a lot of these pathetic emotional appeals. Like, I get the idea of, like, you want to prioritize gun safety and minimizing gun violence, but I don't know, he tried to paint a picture, which I don't think, I found it a little bit cheesy, but I get the sense of it.
Yeah, so I think that it would be best for them if they narrowed it down. They got too many people. Do you agree?
I mean, give it time, people are going to start dropping out. Like, Marianne Williamson, she doesn't have a big enough base to continue on for the next year and a half, and she's going to drop out stuff. And then as that happens, though, like, the support will go away from like other candidates, and they'll fall into people, like a Harris or people like that. And I think you'll see problems slip a little bit.
Oh,
like you secure number.
And we forgot. Are you a member of the Yang Gang, Elijah? Technical difficulties going on at the Hot Take Studios right now. Much like that, the Democratic debate, we're trying to get back in touch with Elijah Stacks. Simon, give us your what you thought of the debates, of what you've seen.
Oh, well, from what I've seen here, Carson, is kind of the Democratic Party doesn't really know what they're doing. They are far and well behind, and they're trying to play catch up at this point because they're just scrambling, honestly, and they're trying to fill all these voids with random candidates who kind of fill different aspects of the Democratic Party, but there's not one complete candidate from my view. But I do think that Biden's kind of the front runner of this, and time will only tell.
I think we have Elijah Stacks back. Stacks, are you with us?
No, he is not.
Yeah, I agree with you, Simon. I don't know.
He forgot my name.
What did I call you?
What? Huh?
Did I call you Simon?
No,
Yeah.
you did.
Stacks, are you there? All right, Stacks. Yes, hello.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back. We had a little technical difficulties there. Sorry, listeners. Elijah, are you?
It's because it's storming right now. But
Oh, okay. We'll wrap it up in a minute. Are you part of the Yang Gang?
so here's the thing about Andrew Yang. Right. First off, I don't like his ideas and policy proposals on a fundamental ideological basis. But I appreciate how he's an honest person. Like, he's not there to say what his plans are, like how he plans to achieve them. But also, here's the thing about him, too. I think he's too smart for his own good. Whenever they asked him that first question about the freedom dividend, it's $1,000 per month. And he gave his answer. It was very technical, and no one knew what he was talking about. And I think that's going to be a problem for him, just because he's not relatable to people, and like, they don't understand what he's saying. So I think, you won't do well in debates, at my point. He's just too smart.
Yeah, and he doesn't really, to me, have a chance of winning. But I kind of like how he was the only one up there that was like appreciative to be on the stage, because he did he's literally he reminds me of Elon Musk a little bit, because he was like a kind of like a CEO smart guy, and like he doesn't like have a right to be on that stage. He literally is just up there because people are giving him the opportunity, and I liked how he was appreciative of it.
Yeah. Honestly, I think he's one of the more, like you can dance into the canvas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's some people on the stage who just like they annoy you, or like I just feel you're not very tasteful. But like, I don't mind Andrew Yang. I just like the proposal, but at least on it, he's a smart guy. So.
Did they already do a study where they gave, I think it was somewhere in the Netherlands, where they gave a standard cost or a standard salary to people per month, like $1,000 or so, and it came back kind of inconclusive, where people neither over or underperformed.
I haven't heard of that.
Like I said, on a policy level, I don't necessarily agree with him. Not the whole idea of like $1,000 per month for people, but I mean, like I said, he's honest about it. He like can defend his position in like an educational kind of way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that he's a former Chinese politician.
Wow.
So, do we really want that kind of stuff here in America? I mean, I know that China's extremely communist. I mean, I guess my question is, I guess from my point of view, I don't really know enough about him to say he's one way or another. But Elijah, would you know?
No, what? I'm sorry, can I cut out?
Sorry, you're good. I noticed that he was a former Chinese politician, and I'm kind of wondering if he's trying to implement his former government on ours.
I think I'm aware of now. I don't think he's a Chinese government official.
He says he's a politician.
Yes, that's what it's saying.
I think he was a former tech executive.
Deputy Director of General Administration of Quality Supervision, Inspection, and Quarantine.
Interesting.
I mean, that is Wikipedia, so...
Yeah.
I did not know that. So I'm not aware of that at all.
Even though Simon did... Simon Googled Yang Gang, and I think that's his name. I think that's the politician's
name. It very
name.
well could be his name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his name's Andrew Yang, not Yang.
Yang Gang. Free everybody in the Yang Gang. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Completely different story.
Big difference.
My apologies here. He is an American attorney.
That's okay, though.
We know that there is a person named Yang Gang.
Talking about the debate last night, I was supremely annoyed with Christian Gillibrand. She annoyed me so much.
Yeah, I think she's rude.
She kept cutting out everybody's time, and I was like, just let other people talk, you'll get your chance. But she annoyed me, rubbed me the wrong way. But to be fair, I'm not a big Christian Gillibrand guy.
Yeah. Fun fact, now after that, I think this is jumping the gun a little bit, but Kamala Harris is now the favorite to win the nomination. I think it's still Biden, but...
That's bold. But she definitely didn't do anything. She gained some ground, that's for sure. So.
Yeah. All right, well,
find out.
Yeah, I wanted to get your opinions on this as well. Are you aware O.J. Simpson has joined Twitter?
I am indeed. What a God.
Yeah, so personally, I didn't follow him because I think he killed someone. Did you hit him with that follow, Elijah?
I did not, no.
Have you been keeping up with what he's been tweeting, though? I think it's kind of funny.
Like, I look at videos, I don't particularly care. But like you said, like, I'm not a big Moses fan, so I don't know why I need to follow or share what he posts, so.
He made a video on Father's Day saying that Khloe Kardashian is not his daughter. He said, Rob is my good friend, and I would not do that to him.
Yeah, this guy's crazy. You need to let him go. Like, people give me that air of grade that he's going to take it. I don't know.
In his first video, he said...
Funny whenever, like... Oh, go ahead.
In his first video, he said, I got some scores to settle. I got some getting even to do.
I loved how, like, someone quickly made a mock account, like, OJ32 or whatever.
Oh, I fell for it.
Like, the first thing he tweeted was, I killed her. I was like, oh my God.
But then he tweeted later, he said, I didn't kill anybody. And that got me.
Yeah.
So I was really confused of what was going on with that. That's just, that's just where we are as a country where O.J. Simpson is on Twitter now.
Yep.
We made a lot of NBA free agency picks earlier in the episode, and I just wanted to get your take real quick on who you think is going where. You don't have to go like really in depth on it, but where do you think Kawhi Leonard's going to be next season?
So what I heard is that obviously Toronto is every camp I stay there, but also I saw a report. I don't know what the obvious. I think he's meeting the Lakers at some point. But like his stipulations are that he has to meet with Magic Johnson and the owner of the team. I forget his first name. It's not Russ. I'm pretty sure it was Russ, something like that. And so he wants to meet with them by themselves. So I'm assuming he's doing that to like try to get a hold on, how LeBron James is as a teammate, all that kind of stuff. Thinking about if he actually wants to go there. Other than that though, I don't really know like big landing spots for him. I haven't been with him too much.
Where would you pick if you had to pick right now? Where's he going?
I think he'll leave Toronto for sure.
You think so? Really?
And as far as the landing spot, I don't know.
It would either be the Clippers or the Lakers. I think he's giving.
Clippers a lot, so.
I think he's giving the Lakers that meeting as a courtesy meeting. I don't think that because Kawhi to me is a competitor. I don't think he wants to play with LeBron.
Yeah, I agree.
So are you going to pick the Clippers then?
Yeah, sure. Clippers sounds good to me.
All right.
I picked the Hornets.
I thought you picked KD to the Hornets.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Kemba Walker's leaving, bud.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I wanted to ask. Okay, so Kemba Walker, I think he's going to Boston. It's like pretty much confirmed now if you've seen the reports.
Folks, it's not going to happen.
I know he's leaving. No.
It's not going to. I mean, let's just take it back for a second and remember that Charlotte, for whatever reason, does not want to keep Kemba Walker. I think they're content with, maybe getting a few bucks and then a couple draft picks, far maybe in the 5th round. So I'm thinking 3 5th-round draft picks and maybe $150,000 pocket change, and we're going to give them to him.
He's a free agent. You guys can't trade him.
I mean, we can if we wanted to.
So Stax, it's pretty much confirmed now he's going to Boston. Is that where you think that's true? You think he's going there?
Yeah, why not? I haven't come up with the Kemba Walker situation that much. But.
I think Carson's trying to steer you to agree with him.
Woj reported the contract details today.
We're all human.
Okay, so are you still sticking with the Hornets, Simon?
I mean, just imagine Kemba Walker, KD, and Michael Jordan all on the same team. Michael Jordan obviously not on the team, but I mean 3 greats. Come on.
All right, what about KD, Elijah? What do you think about that?
I saw somewhere that he can. Like, obviously, the injury changes things quite a bit. I saw somewhere like if he gets a max contract in Golden State, he can make like quite a bit more money than wherever he go.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think because he's injured out for a year and he can make more money, he can probably stay in Golden State if they offer him that.
I agree, and you have to think they win every year he plays. Like, I think it would be dumb for him to go to New York and lose every season. Like,
But if they don't offer him a max contract, then I'm sure he'd probably go like New York or something like that. So.
Yeah. They said today the Warriors are planning on offering Clay the max, so he's going to stay most likely.
Yeah.
What do you think about Kyrie? You think he's Brooklyn bound?
Yeah, probably. I mean, especially if Russell's going to leave too. Like, he's probably going to head to, I've heard, Phoenix. So.
Wow, that's what I picked.
Something like that.
Thank you. That's that. I picked D'Lo to Phoenix as well.
Yeah, I've been reading all about that. So, I mean, obviously, Brooklyn's going to need someone. So, I definitely see hire something.
Wow. So there's Elijah with his pro NBA free agency picks. We'll wrap up here, Elijah. I know we got you sitting in an alleyway for 25 minutes. Fantasy football's coming back soon. We're getting our league set up.
Yes.
We did some trimming of the grass, got the weeds out, and now
The hedges have been clipped.
yes, they've been clipped, and now we got some good new additions to the league. Tyler Wolf coming in, a potential 10th player. What are you looking forward to the league this year?
Oh, dude, I'm looking forward to it a lot, man. So it's a good time to get the boys together, having some good fun, competition for some little bit of cash, you know.
I think you'll be competitive this year too.
I'm coming back for the chip, dude. I'm taking it back.
Wow. Elijah and I are the two champs of the league. We've been going for 2 years now.
There's about to be 3.
They're about to be 3? Who is it?
No other than your one, your only, Joe Coltisco, because holy smokes, that dude spends way too much time on this. Joe, if you're listening to this, calm down.
He told me today he's been doing at least 2 mock drafts a day, and that he did 3 this morning.
Yes.
That's crazy. Whatever, Cal, man. I'm just taking the chip, dude.
I think it'll be very competitive this year. I think we got 10 guys who are going to keep up with it and play.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
The draft is on August 30th. Set your calendars. We'll probably do a fantasy football special as we get closer to it. So
Are we doing another draft party?
yeah, draft party. Why not? I mean, it's your house, so are we, Simon?
Well, I don't know. It's not just my house. It's now what is it? What do we call it, Elijah? We called it the
Stainsters now.
The Stainsters.
Something like that. Stainsters, yeah.
It's the Stainsters house now.
What is-
Haynes and Hoffman.
What does that mean?
Stain? So it's gonna. The first part is Stacks. The middle part is Haynes. The last part is Hoster. So the Stainsters.
Shout out Andrew Hoss, your new roommate. Let's go.
Yes.
Wow. Welcome to the house.
A new piece to the puzzle.
We have a studio in your basement. Welcome.
Let's go.
All right.
The studio hot takes.
Yes, wow. So we'll be looking forward to fantasy football. We'll probably do a special, something about that, give you who we think is going to be good. I think our draft's on August 30th slated for, so it'll be a good time to get together.
Yep.
Who will win the pot of money at the end of it?
None of us.
It's a required pot this year. None of this veiny not paying.
Really veiny, but yeah.
Elijah, will you be seeing Spider-Man Far From Home next week? I've heard it's really good.
I might wait on it because it's going to be really expensive up here. So everything costs an arm and a leg too. So I might wait on it, but maybe we'll see.
We'll do a hot takes Carson and Stacks review, Marvel movie catch up. I heard it's really good. I'm very excited for it. Spider-Man's my favorite, obviously. So when will you be back, Elijah?
So I'll be back in Lynchburg. When do we start the again? Like August 17th?
Something like that.
18th.
So a couple days before that, like 15th, 14th, something like that.
Ooh, cutting it
Wow.
close.
You look like you had something to say, Simon.
I was just gonna say for the viewers back home who can't see this, Carson is actually in his full Spider-Man costume.
Wow, yes.
Oh,
He has it on. Like the mask is on.
this guy Carson, dude, he gets after it. You're coming.
I mean, is this even Carson? Are you Spider-Man Carson?
Dude, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
Secret shop, boys.
All right, Stacks. Well,
You've been outed.
we missed you this summer. Thank you for doing your part to drain the swamp and and taking those phone calls in the intern office. I know my grandpa likes to call the congressperson's office, and I tell them that the congressman is never going to pick up. But good to you.
Yep. Always gonna be intern.
So do you pick up the phone like if somebody tries to call his office?
Yeah, so we handle like a lot of calls a day. People call at the office. We're picking it up.
I'm 100% going to call Tim Scott's office.
So wait, how many if we called the office, what chance would we have of you picking up?
I mean, it's pretty good odds. Like, there's 13 interns in the office, and then, but only a couple of us actually really do phone. So, I mean, it's a good chance.
Wow.
If I asked to get transferred to the Elijah Stacks, would they transfer me over to you?
They could, yeah.
Well, we might have to do a hot takes prank call and complain about something.
All right, sounds good.
The water in South Carolina is not up to my standards. That was the best Christopher Walken I've ever done.
Oh, is that what that was?
It was my attempt.
Oh.
All right, Elijah. Well, thanks for calling in. We're gonna wrap up here on the show. Make sure to share the link with all your high up DC friends. If you could get Trump to listen, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, I'll get Trump to book the show. Absolutely.
All right. Well, good talking to you, buddy. See you soon.
Adios.
Hey, see y'all soon.
All right, hot takes listeners. That is it for our summer special. I just had a stroke on air. We want to thank obviously Cole Conklin for coming on. We want to thank Tray2wotrill, Jared Parker. Follow their channel. We want to thank Elijah for calling in. We want to thank the Bergerons for the music. And Simon, eventually we're gonna have a payroll. We'll be able to hire some people to get on the payroll.
Yes.
Thank you for co-hosting.
Yeah, absolutely.
But since we don't have a payroll, you're not getting paid anything for it.
Hey,
but thank you.
That's all right. That's just like my life. I don't get paid for anything, so it's all good.
Wow. So thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, it's a little bit longer episode just because it's special. It's the only thing you're getting this summer from us. Probably. I'm not going to say definitely because I don't know.
Prank call.
It might be a prank call. Stay tuned. So thank you guys just for tuning in. Obviously, NBA free agency starts Sunday. We'll see where everybody goes.
Kemba staying.
I'll have to get Simon some tissues for Kemba heading up to Boston. And, Boston in 5 next year. So
Hornets not in the playoffs. Whoa, breaking news. Spoiler alert.
Dude, the Hornets are going to be really good when they re-sign Kemba and then KD comes back from the injury next year. And Kawhi.
If that were to legitimately happen, I mean, if KD and Kemba were on the same team in Charlotte and we had... it could be good, but we all know that's not going to happen.
One can dream.
One can.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for us. I hope you guys have a great summer, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.